Good morning, everyone. My name is Ilham Putrayanda. I'm going to present this topic, feminist criticism. What is feminist criticism? A branch of literary theory that examines the role and representation of women in text, focus on gender and inequality and women's voices in literary works. Feminist criticism is an analytical approach that examines literary works or other fields such as sociology and philosophy through the lens of gender dynamics with the aim of revealing how the text reflects, reinforces, or challenges the roles and stereotypes of women in society. History of feminist criticism. Feminist criticism originated from the 19th century feminist movement when early thinkers such as Mary Wollstonecraft began to question the social and educational inequality between men and women in her book Vindication of the Rights of Women. Wollstonecraft argued that women should have independence and the same intellectual opportunities as men. As he said, I do not wish them, women, to have power over men, but over themselves. This early advocacy for women's rights laid the foundation for a later feminist literary perspective. The theory grew rapidly after the 1960s during the rise of the second wave feminism movement, which expanded the struggle from political rights to issues of representation, identity, and culture. Thinkers such as Simone de Beauvoir, Kate Millett, and Elaine Showalter began to apply feminist ideas to literature. De Beauvoir's The Second Sex became one of the most influential works, asserting that one is not born, but rather becomes a woman, emphasizing that gender roles are socially constructed rather than biologically determined. Around the 1970s, Showalter developed the concept of gynocriticism, which analyzes women's writing as a distinct literary tradition. In the late 20th century, feminist criticism was further influenced by social theory, politics, and gender studies, incorporating ideas from Marxism, psychoanalysis, and post-structuralism. Scholars such as Judith Butler Lisa feminists stood by introducing the concept of gender performativity in a general trouble, claiming that gender is not something that one is, it is something one does. This expanded feminist criticism beyond literature, linking it to broader discussion of identity, power, and culture. The goals of women at the time: demand equal rights in politics, education, and work, fought for women's suffrage, the right to vote, sought financial and personal independence, challenge the belief that women's place is only in the home, inspire later feminist literary critics such as Woolf and Stewart. Some quotes from key figures. First, Virginia Woolf. Woman must have money and room of her own if she is to write fiction, meaning women need economic freedom and personal space to write and express themselves. Woolf said that patriarchal systems limit women's creativity because they were denied space and freedom of thought. The next is Simone de Beauvoir. One is not born, but rather becomes a woman, meaning the difference between man and a woman are shaped by culture and society, not biological nature. This idea becomes the basis of modern gender theory and inspired many feminist critics after it. The last one, Mary Wollstonecraft. I do not wish them, women, to have power over men, but over themselves. For conclusion, feminist criticism highlights how literature shapes and reflects women's roles in society, to challenge patriarchal structure, promote equality, and gives women's voice a place in literary history. In short, it is not just about women, it is about fairness, awareness, and human freedom.